Um, but it's interesting. Why am I saying that? The idea is that verse 14. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong area. Here we go. Then she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba. Now, Beersheba is a place that they've been to several times so far. When they came out of Egypt with Hagar, they would have gone through Beersheba to go to the terebinth trees of Mamre, where he was living for a long time before coming back down south. When he came back down south to Gerar, they all would have passed through Beersheba again. So she knows exactly where she is. He knows where they are. His expectation is that she would go back to her father's house in Egypt, probably. And so they were already past Beersheba, so why is she going back there to begin with? But the idea is that he would have provided enough water and bread to last a little while. A skin ain't that big, but it's enough to get you to the nearest town, maybe. That's probably why she was heading towards Beersheba first. But the word translated as wanderer, and that's where the money would come into. So they would have enough to survive to get to where they needed to go. Also, in addition to starting a new life, maybe buying a few animals to start a flock or whatever. But the word translated as wandered is ta, and it has, again, two meanings. It has multiple meanings, but two that are interesting and similar but different. It means to wander around, aimlessly, to get lost, but it also means to stray away. And who was it, Rashi or Rambam, or one of them, Rashi, made the observation based on that she not only got lost in the wilderness, which she shouldn't have, because she knew exactly where she was. So it has to be that the other meaning is also in view, which means she strayed away. And that makes sense when you think about it, because God promised her, God told her to go back. She, like you said, this was her second time running away. And the first time God told her to go back, he himself appeared to her. Mm-hmm. And she named a well after God. She named it the well of the God who sees me. And that's another reason why she knows where she is. She knows where she's going, because you see God face to face. You're going to remember that. You're going to remember where it happened. You're going to remember when it happened. You're going to remember what the air smelled like. You're going to remember how the sand felt. You're not going to forget anything about that. Mm-hmm. But, she had done everything that she was told. Her father said, go with these people. She went. Her mistress said, sleep with my husband. Bear us a child, I'll raise the child. She said, okay. She got hoity-toity about it when the plan worked and caused strife in the family and set her eyes on becoming the mistress of the first lady of the household. But in the end, When God said go back, she went back. When her father said go with him, she went with him. When she's, despite her disrespect, despite her, what's the word I'm looking for? Aspirations, or another word for aspiration. Ambitions. Despite her ambitions, she has done everything that she's been told up until this point. And first time God gave her promises. It now, again, like Abraham and Sarah felt for so long, it seems like all those promises are falling by the wayside, that nothing's going to happen the way God promised. And one can see how that would have made her falter in her faith in God. And on top of that, she's supposed to go back to her father's house. That's what's expected. Her father is more likely than not the Pharaoh himself that Abraham and Sarah had problems with 24 years ago, 25 years ago at this point. And, you know, he's a idolater. The way they treat people is completely unacceptable. She's going to have to at least pay lip service to the idols. And one could easily understand her having a crisis of faith at this point. So yeah, that's the real
Well, real quick, she was the daughter of Pharaoh. I would imagine that her dowry was quite high.
yeah.
And if Abraham gets rid of her and pays that, I mean, she should have had quite a bit of money, I would think, in order to survive a long period of time. And like we said, there's 1,000 scenarios that you go through.
Yeah.
Maybe she got robbed, you know.
Doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say.
But it doesn't say a lot of things.
A lot of
that we
things.
talked about. Yeah. Could have been.
And I'm still puzzled that a Pharaoh would give up his daughter to be a slave.
Yeah. The pharaohs are weird people.
Yes.
I mean, just look at them. They were inbred. I don't know how well their faculties worked. I don't know. You know, I wasn't there, but it is a interesting situation, and the idea is that perhaps, you know, he realized that Abraham was a prophet, and that, you know, they did whatever they did, but other than that, they're pretty good folk to hang around, and he could trust them with their daughter, or his daughter, and the thought process that the sages went through when they postulate that she might have been the Pharaoh's daughter is that he might have thought to himself, it's better for her to be a servant in Abraham's house than a princess in another idolatrous nation's, you know, kingdom, where they also treat women poorly, and it's just better for her. Like, I'm gonna die. Who's gonna take care of her? She's, you know,
Right.
her brother is gonna be king or pharaoh after me. She's just nobody. At least there, she'll be close to God because of Abraham. You know that it. there's something to gain. Plus, he also probably thought, well, this guy came down with a bunch of soldiers, and he's pretty rich already.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make an alliance with him. That could be another thing. Um, there's several different ways to look at it.
Oh yeah, a lot of scenarios.